Hi, welcome to the Living in Harmony and Meaning. My name is Marcin Kozakowski, and in this video, I'll be speaking about why healing and being engaged with all our heart in the healing process is so important. And I'm looking also and reflecting on my on many years of my healing process, and it becomes clear that whenever we feel, and I remember that period of my life very vividly, that whenever we feel out of harmony, I'm talking about the inner harmony and external harmony, because a human being is meant to live in harmony, in the feeling that we are part of something much bigger, part of the entire life and in its intelligence. And when I speak about harmony, I mean that we live in inner integrity, we live in deep connection with our inner world, we live in presence, and we can read, our inner landscape, and detect, which experiences are serving us, and we can tune into the guidance of life, which comes also through our inner environment, through our emotions, instincts, intuitions, bodily sensations, communication from the body, dreams even. And also, the outer landscape. So for sure, when we reflect a little bit, you can come to the conclusion whether you live in harmony, internal and external harmony or not. And I remember that for many years, it's around 10 years since I've been deeply engaged in my healing. But at some before that, actually, I couldn't feel that harmony in my life, both inner harmony and outer harmony. And I was experiencing lots of emotional pain, dissatisfaction, a lack of purpose, I remember that this feeling of being lost was, a prevailing feeling for many years of my life. Although I could be considered as successful in the outer life because I had a good, job, I was traveling, etc. But it was out of alignment. It was not coming from my heart, not from my soul. And the healing process is important because it takes care of our inner world, our inner harmony, living from presence, living in integrity, living in our truth. And it is important because it also leads to living in outer harmony. And these two are very connected and interrelated. And when we focus on the healing with engagement, with intention, with action, we not only come back to our inner harmony, but also this is going to be reflected in our outer life. So, and that process will lead you to discover your life purpose, the deeper meaning of your life. Hence, there is so much importance and in the healing and the way to more satisfactory life, more fulfilling life lies in our healing, and it's we bring our attention inwards. We heal our past. We work on getting to know ourselves. We sharpen our character, and at some point our life purpose is being revealed to us, reminded to us. So that's the second thing why being engaged, sincerely engaged in our healing process is so important. It leads to discovery. It leads to discovery of your life purpose, and when your life purpose is either gradually or sometimes it's like sudden insights or intuition, or life speaking to you from different directions. When our life purpose is revealed to us and we act on the guidance, our life begins to flourish and bloom, and so we as well. And discovering our life purpose is not only for ourselves. It will enrich your life tremendously, and it will completely change the quality of your life when you truly discover your life purpose. Why are you here? And my experience is that this is only possible through a sincere healing. It takes some time. It took me many years of various, of explorations, of different methodologies, of being really engaged in the healing. And it took me 3 or 4 years to really, I can say, heal my past so that I could feel more natural, more connected to my gifts, to my talents, to my new passions. But it doesn't have to last so long in your case. All programs and all my works are designed in the way that they are here to show you the shortcut, and they are the essence. They consist essential practices, approaches, and they are put together in a structured way, and you can just follow week by week and implement these practices to either to your healing, or if you are more advanced in your healing at the moment, you can choose program which is focused around discovering your life purpose. And I will put the links under this video too, so you can explore these programs. You can read more about them, and they are created in a way that they are self-guided. So there is there is recording like this, and a short lecture, and broadening the perspective and inviting you to the practice for upcoming weeks. And then you move to another module. Depending on where are you at your healing process, at your in the process of discovering your life purpose, you can choose an appropriate program. But I was mentioning about why the healing is so important. So first thing, just to summarize until that point, that we began to feel much more natural. So we come back to our inner harmony, and this will be reflected in your, in your approach to life, in your moods, in your prevailing emotional states. Your mind will be much calmer, and your perception of this world will become clear, and you will rise. Your consciousness will expand, and the more the more we progress in the healing, the more our consciousness expands, the more happy we are, naturally happy, naturally grateful, naturally we live from presence, and level of your current level of consciousness affects every single aspect of your life, your decision-making process, clarity of thinking, the level of appreciation for life, the way how you spend your days, everything, the way how you work, your level of creativity and the depth of your creativity. So it's really, really important, and this is why also it's important to be engaged in the healing process. Also, what is important is that through healing, we tune into our own wisdom, but our intuition becomes sharper, and then we can, we become more sensitive, more attentive, and we become more attuned to the guidance of life. And life communicates with us through these two ecosystems, through our inner ecosystem and through our everyday surroundings, everyday environment. And healing process leads us to living in the state of guidance. And when we live in the state of guidance and we rely on our own wisdom, our own integrity, we are grounded in our body. We can read, the communication from our body. We can read what life communicates to us, what life is, currently inviting me to. And it becomes dense, and everything becomes easier when we live in the state of guidance, because the feeling of separation dissolves, and we feel that we are really part of a bigger life stream, bigger intelligence, which guides, which sees, bigger perspective for our life, which guide us constantly, and and we are simply more happy, more we live in gratitude, and our life becomes beautifully unpredictable, because as we follow the guidance of life, it is taking us much further than we can see with our conscious mind. And this is when life becomes a truly and beautiful adventure, is infused with meaning, which is, and your meaning is infused with your discovered passions, gifts, talents, and it's infused with your life purpose. It's infused with the way how you serve other, and you serve life in that way, and you will feel that life will support you if you are on the right path. and it is much easier to detect when you are off the path for some time, to notice that and to bring yourself towards the path of yours, the path which is infused with your life purpose. And all of that begins with healing. So the way, the road, we can say, to this beautiful harmony leads through our healing. And it doesn't mean that all will be perfect in your life. You won't encounter and have to deal with challenges, or some difficulties, because they will be present, as probably always they will be present in our life, but they are here to, on purpose. They are here to sharpen our character. They are here for our growth, and they are here for us to keep growing and to keep developing. So I think that's it. What is coming up when we speak about the importance of being engaged in the healing process. And as I was mentioning, you can explore, if you feel like you need a structured way and effective, trusted practices that are also inspired by the most prominent teachers of our times. And you need some guidance, you need some support, you need a structured way to make a progress in your own process. You can explore the programs that are available in this moment. I will put the links below this video, and if you have any questions, you can just send an email, and that's it. So thank you for your attention in this video, and I will see you in the next recordings or in one of the programs. Bye bye, all the best.